Hi, fifth graders. Welcome to our second day of the area of triangles. And this is Unit 8, Lesson 20, and I'm going to be kind of jumping around from page to page, so you don't need to get your textbook out. I want to remind you that the area of a parallelogram is the base times the height. So if we're figuring out the area of this whole parallelogram here, it would be base times height. The height is that dotted line with the little right corner. If you cut that in half, you have two congruent or two equal triangles, so each one of them has the same area. So that's how we came up with the area of the triangle is the base times the height divided by 2. Or you could write it like this if you'd like to. As a warm-up, I would like for you to do this problem right here. So grab your calculator. I'm going to wait while you punch your numbers into the calculator using our formula, base times height divided by 2. If your answer was 720 centimeters squared, I hate to tell you this, but that is not right. So many of you made this mistake yesterday on your homework. Remember, it's base times height divided by 2. So you were figuring out the whole parallelogram when you do base times height. You've got to divide it by 2. The correct answer should have been 360 centimeters squared. All right, we did some problems yesterday where we found the area of triangles that look like that. And I want to look at number 14. Sorry, I don't know why my page slips here. I want to look at this problem right here, this green triangle. And we're going to figure out the area of it. So remember, it's base times height divided by 2, or half the base times the height. So we really need two numbers, the base, the height. But over here, they've given us 3 numbers. So one of those numbers we're not going to use. Which one? Well, look for that right angle. And the 2 lines that form that right angle are the numbers that you need. So we need the 4 and the 6, not the 5. So we have 6 times 4 divided by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12 centimeters squared. Another mistake kids made in their homework yesterday was they were taking advantage of the shortcut that I showed you to make the multiplying a little bit easier. I told you that you could cut one of those numbers in half and then just multiply. Especially it's helpful if one of the numbers is really big and you don't know the math fact for it. It makes the multiplying a little easier. So in this case, you could divide that 6 by 2 and get 3, and 3 times 4 is 12. Or you could have cut the 4 in half to get 2, and 2 times 6 is 12. And what went wrong with that strategy was some of you cut the 6 in half and got 3, did 3 times 4, 12, and then you divided it by 2 again. You only cut it in half, or if you want to think of it as divide by 2, you only do it one time. Now I'm going to show you something that maybe this will make sense to you, maybe it won't make sense to you, but some of the problems you're going to see today are going to have the height looking out over here on the side or down below, or it might be up on top. And just know that that is the height wherever you have the right angle. Each of these triangles is the same. They are all the same size, even though they kind of look like they could be, one looks like it could be bigger than the other. If you were to cut them out and put them on top of each other, they would be the same. And they're trying to tell us that the side of any triangle can be the base. And from that base, you would draw the height. In this angle, the base is AB right here. And where that side forms the right triangle with point C, that is your height. Over here, they're using BC. And if you look, A, to get to A, it's not a 90-degree angle. So they extended the line out here, and then they dropped it down. Same thing over here. Okay, so in this particular case, AC is the side and you want it to cross point B in a right angle. Well, this isn't a right angle, that's a obtuse angle. But if you extend it out over here and then draw this line down, now you have a 90-degree angle. Okay, all right, the heights are going to be the same no matter what. Now, they would like for you to try to draw the height for each of these. So if you have your textbook, I'd like you to pause for a moment and try page 403. If you don't, you're just going to watch me. So here they want us to draw the height from the vertex N. A vertex is just the name of a point. That's an angle. So here's our angle, and they want us to cut this line across from point N into a 90-degree angle. And I think that would be right about here, would be the 90-degree angle. That one was pretty easy. Over here, they want us to draw it from point M. Well, if you come straight down to N, that is not a 90-degree angle. But if we extend this out a little bit, I'm trying to draw a dotted line here. Use your imagination a little bit. Here is your right angle. There's your line. Over here, it's point L, so it's going to do this line right here, extend this line out, and then it kind of helps if I have to tip it a little bit to see it, but it's going to be right here to make it a 90-degree angle. Okay, so here the base side is LM because it's opposite the N. Here it's opposite the M, so it's LN, and here it's opposite the L, so it's MN. We could write it like that. We'll talk about writing line segments later on in a future lesson. All right, we're going to apply what we learned here to finding the area. So if you don't have your calculator yet, grab it. Going on to page 404. Now look at this. You remember base times height divided by 2. Holy moly, Rocky, I've got 4 numbers instead of 2. Well, remember we're looking for that 90-degree angle. So the base is going to be this side and the height is going to be this side. So it's 9 times 8 divided by 2. 72 divided by 2. Or maybe you do 8 divided by 2 and that's 4, and you get 4 times 9, 36 centimeters squared. All right, let's go over to number 22. Again, base times height divided by 2. I need the base, I need the height, and there are 4 numbers over there. Look for that right angle, and the 2 sides that make that right angle are the numbers you choose. The base is 4 times 6. 4 times 6 divided by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12 centimeters squared. All right, so let's try a couple real-world problems. It isn't very often in real life that you have something that's shaped like a triangle. Here's one with a sail. Let's do that one. My brother Tom actually made a sailboat in his garage. It was beautiful. I don't know that he sewed the sail, but you could sew a sail. Anyhow, Rona drew this pattern for a sail for a mini sailboat. How much cloth will she need to make 4 sails using this pattern? Well, let's figure out this triangle first. Okay, base times height divided by 2. 9 times 4 is 36. We're using your calculator. 36 divided by 2 is 18. And now she has 4 of those. So 4 times 18 72 centimeters squared. All right, so the other real life examples, I don't know that anybody would ever do this, but Jared wants to put a triangular shape carpet on his floor. Bat wants to put a triangle on her wall and paint it purple. Really, for some artistic kind of things, you would use area for a triangle. I don't know, maybe you want a garden that's shaped like a triangle. Okay, so in real life, everyday life, you're probably not going to need the area of the triangle very often, but you are going to need it for some more advanced math. Now, today's homework is going to be to do a Kahoot. It may be the last time we do a Kahoot. We'll see if you guys can follow the directions. Remember, you're going to do your first name. So my first name is Kathy. And then your first initial of your last name. Play one time. Don't make up any goofy names. If we have goofy names, or if people can't figure out how to put their name in, or if people don't play, then we're probably not going to do Kahoots again. If people can follow the rules, follow the directions, and play, then we all can have a good time. All right, that's it for today. Good luck on your homework. Have fun. See you around.